All right, so Yoon's talk number 22. So I'm going to be sharing with you something that I noticed recently about myself, and it's something that I definitely need to work on, right? So in the comment section down below, tell me what you need to work on right now at your current moment in life, and what are you doing to improve that? What's your plan? What's your strategy, and all that kind of stuff. So to share with you mine. Recently I've noticed that I am very, not on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say right about a 7. I would say a 10 being extreme. I am conclusive minded. So let's say if we are having a conversation, for example, let's say like yesterday's video about sports, right? And then you give me your opinion about sports and I give you my opinion about sports, and we go back and forth. And a lot of the times, one of the things that I notice about myself is, I'll say, no, I don't think you're right. I think I'm right. Now, we all have that to a certain degree, right? But at the same time, I'm not a sports expert by any means, right? I'm not a sports expert. So I am guilty of that, being conclusive minded. Now, I'm not, linear minded. So instead of, what I'm trying to work on right now is if we are having a conversation, instead of when you give me your opinion, instead of me giving you my opinion, I'm going to say, why do you think that way? Which opens up the opportunity to get the insight and get knowledge from the other person. Because, obviously they know something that you don't know. They have their past experiences. Maybe they talked to somebody that gave them huge insight, right? Now, obviously, you're going to learn some things from some people, and you're not going to learn things from some people, right? I heard a quote, I don't know exactly who's it from, but they said, you will learn something from everybody, sometimes what to do and sometimes what not to do. So, one of the things that I'm trying to live by this year, 2016, is to never be conclusive minded. And it's to never just walk away from a conversation and just say, no, I'm right, they're wrong, and just walk away, right? I mean, unless they're being, downright outrageous. But one of the things that I am trying to become is a very good question asker. That's one of the things that I'm trying to become. So, I can get huge insight from the other person about them, in a short amount of time in a conversation, because if I ask the proper question, I will get insight on their knowledge. So that's something that I personally need to work on, and it's something that I recommend that you work on. We all have a certain degree of being conclusive minded. So, in the comment section down below, if you are like that, so you need to make a critical analysis about yourself. Rate yourself from 1 to 10. 10 being extreme, 1 being, I'm very open, right? And then 5 in between. So one of the things, a strategy that I implemented was, so I went to my group of friends and I said to them, hey, if we are ever having a conversation, or if you hear me have a conversation with somebody, and if you feel that I am being conclusive minded, tell me. It doesn't matter what conversation it is. I'll take a step back and I'll think about it. And I'll come up with a different approach. And I'll say, obviously, my friend picked up on something that, obviously tells me that I'm being conclusive minded. What did I do wrong? What am I thinking? How, what led me to that point? What am I thinking differently? Or, something like that, right? So tell me in the comment section below what you are working on, and rate yourself 1 to 10 in terms of, where do you stand in being conclusive minded? So I would like to know. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great Navy day.